What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hurt Business Podcast. As always, my name is Firas and I'm joined by
Real bad man.
it's the real bad man, Josh Leach in the cut. And today we're
What's
about to
up?
talk about this UFC card we have headlined by Uncle Lev and Johnny Walker, the great rematch. Some fun fights along that main card there. Some fun fight announcements that we'll get into at the top. Anything else?
I mean,
Previewing the
I
pod.
think we mentioned. Yeah, I think we mentioned the random Tuesday card between Aaron Japan and Naoya Inoue.
Oh, we did not
Good.
talk about that. You're right.
We could talk about that.
Yeah, we should talk about that. We should actually start there. But
Yeah,
before we start there, this Friday, my interview with Firas Zahabi dropped. Make sure you go listen to that. But not before you listen to what Josh is about to say about his boy Noya Inoue. What did you think, man?
I mean, there's nothing much to even say about this fight. I mean, honestly, these like random Tuesday cards. Whenever I see these fights, I know Naoya is gonna outclass these guys like six
Yeah,
ways to one. Like
yeah,
this is crazy. Like I watched this fight, I was just like, okay, so a guy from Thailand, so he's a tough guy. He was a tough opponent. Never really heard of him, and I mean, he just dismantled this guy. I mean, this guy had no place to hide. It seemed like he was running the entire fight, and Inoue was just like having his way, piecing them apart, throwing the liver shots, just doing everything under the sun, man. You know, Inoue things. Um, but this guy was just tough as nails, bro. Like I couldn't even. I was like, damn. Like some of those liver shots, he was hitting them good with some liver shots in like the fifth round. Sixth round was crazy too. And this guy he just kept coming. But man, I don't know if everyone else is tired of seeing these fights, man. Like Naoya, he had a great year last year, man. He fought
yeah.
Stephen Fulton. He had some great fights last year. Um,
Potential fighter of the year,
Potential fight of the year, man. Him, Devin Haney, they're all in that conversation. Terrence
Terrence Crawford.
Crawford,
Yep.
a lot of people in that conversation. So, um, I don't know. I'm excited to see where he goes this year, man. I want to see some bigger challenges. No more Tuesday night cards in Japan. Like I
Yeah,
think we're
yeah,
all,
yeah. I think for me,
once again a dominance.
for sure,
That's
for sure. I think for me, what I'm most excited for in a way, is hopefully coming back to the U.S. and fighting on the soil here, giving us a nice prime time main event
yeah,
Saturday night. Noya in a way, where everybody can see this talent. Because, like you said, man, he really did a lot of the body work. And I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but like they were doing the side by side clips with him and Canelo.
yeah,
You
yeah.
seen that?
I've seen it.
What'd you think? I
It's
mean,
funny. It's comedy, honestly. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
yeah, but like, I
Nah, I thought
mean,
it was interesting though, to see them side by side, like
kind of close,
very
kind of
similar.
close.
Yeah, very
And
similar.
and
Yeah,
and respect to the the Canelo, the one of the legends, man. He's really a living legend today. Like how he influenced the next generation of boxers, and we see it with that clip right there. Like Noya, he's doing it fucking awesomely, bro. And he's one of the best in the world, let alone weight class. And he's one of the most exciting fighters to watch today. But
yeah,
again, we got to see him Saturday night, man.
yeah. And we got to see nothing against Aaron Japan, but we got to see some opponents that are gonna give this man a run for his money.
Yeah, I mean, it was a world champion, like a credible world champion
It
too.
was,
So
yeah,
it was. He just makes it look easy, which is credit to him. But it's not.
Mhm.
It's not that easy. The dude just beat MJ, took his belts,
Yeah,
and MJ was like this. MJ was rumored to be in a whole bunch of big fights next, and then he beat him.
yeah.
And then Noya not like makes easy work of him, and I'm surprised the guy lasted so long. To be honest with you, Marlon really hung in there.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough watch, man.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
one-sided fights are so tough to watch because it's like
It's Noya though. Like,
it's Naoya, but it's like, what are we watching here, man? Like this
yeah.
guy is just clearly better than him. He's so much better. He's just outclassing him in every single facet of the game, and the referee is just like having a good time watching this go down. He's just like, I'm not stopping this. I
Mm,
like seeing this guy get beat up for eight
yeah.
rounds straight. This is
Yeah.
great. I love it.
Yeah. Unfortunately for anybody they throw up against Noya, he just makes him look like easy work. But these guys are fucking world champions, beating up everybody else. So it's again credit to
Yeah,
Noya. A big 2024 ahead of him. Maybe pound for pound number one.
I want to see him fight Casemiro, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yo, John Casemiro, that'd be a great fight.
That's fun. But I think they already announced his next fight. I think he's
Did that?
fighting Lewis. They did. What's his name?
Mm.
Lewis. Damn, Lewis Neary.
Scenario.
Yeah, the dude who fought.
I'd rather see Casemiro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I know you did. I know you would. I know you would. But Luis Nery, he only one loss on his pro record, 35 wins, and that loss to the heartbreak kid, Brandon Figueroa, So I don't know, man. A lot of potential in those lightweight classes, but I think, as I'm sure you believe, the king of it is Naoya Inoue.
It is. Yeah,
It is. It is.
And that's great hearing you say that and not Stephen Fulton Jr.
Yeah.
I love it. It brings a warm feeling at my heart.
I bet it does. I bet it does, bro.
It's a great feeling.
I bet it does. And I mean, rightfully so. What he did to my boy Fulton was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. And that fight should have been here in US. That's a massive, massive, massive fight. And it was another one of those 8 a.m. 4 a.m. Eastern Pacific on a Tuesday morning. It's just not ideal.
Yeah, it was a tough one to wake up and watch, to say the least. But he's like you said, he's putting on the best, man. Opponents aside, he's had some great opponents. He's up there, man. Like, he's really up there, as we said. I just want to say something. I think like this Inoue would beat Mayweather in any facet. I'm talking modern day Mayweather. I see this Inoue giving him some real problems, man. I'm just gonna say that. We can move on. You don't even have to say anything now. We can move on. we gotta have one crazy take per podcast,
It's too early, dude. We're like 5 minutes in. Already firing away. All right.
Well, you don't see it? I'm just saying, man.
I see it, Cuddy. All right. Well, on the topic of boxing, your boy, another one of your favorites, Anthony Joshua, just got announced that he's fighting Francis Ngannou in his second ever boxing matchup, and it's against another world champion heavyweight boxer and one of your favorites. What do you think of that?
I mean, this is tough, man. This is gonna be a good fight, I think.
Is it?
But the thing is, we look at Ngannou's last fight. Do we really think he beat Tyson Fury? Let's just start there. Did he actually beat Tyson? Now that the sands are settled, we're here. Did he really beat Tyson Fury? Be honest. Be for real, man.
All right, man.
What? I have to know that before I go to my point.
I think Tyson won the points, but if it was a
Tyson
fight,
won.
But if we're talking about a fight, Francis won.
Francis won that fight.
Yeah, bro. He dropped him.
Yeah, he did.
And he owned the whole first part of the fight. Fury just weathered the storm and outpointed him in the later rounds. So that's what won him the fight.
Okay.
So on paper, give it to Fury because I think 7 rounds is better than 5.
Yeah.
But he got dropped.
So you think it should have been a draw?
At least
a draw. Okay.
What do you think? What's your point? I
think Tyson Fury won the fight. My point is Anthony Joshua is going to have his way with him.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point in this fight happening, to be honest.
I mean,
I think it's a cool fight because we get a nice – I don't even think it's a crossover at this point because he's not even fighting MMA anymore, from what it seems like.
Well, I mean,
we haven't seen one PFL fight yet.
But he has signed.
Since he announced – but he announced it how long ago? He hasn't had one fight.
Right.
So the whole crossover to MMA thing, that's just dead to me. Like, he's had enough time to be in a boxing ring and actually become a boxer. And
In
so this is
18
just
months?
another, yeah, this is just, but he's been doing it for years, is what I mean. But it's like officially as a boxer.
Hmm.
So it's like, I'm just looking at this as another boxing fight. So it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't interest me that much. I think Anthony Joshua is just light years better. I think he's gonna fight him exactly how he fought like Andy Ruiz. But I think it'd be a lot worse because Joshua's just a much better boxer than Francis Ngannou.
Maybe, maybe, maybe. I respect it. And I remember saying that same thing about Tyson and Francis. So we all seen how that played out.
Yeah, but I think Tyson. I think we all know Tyson was very underestimated by the power of Francis Ngannou. Once he got hit, it was like basically like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got knocked down. I see what this is about. Like, let me gather myself and actually fuck this guy up. Pretty much what he did is beat him to the jab the whole fight. I don't see it any different than Anthony Joshua. I mean, Anthony Joshua respects him. I feel like he does respect his power. And I feel like it'll just come down to who is the better boxer in a 12-round fight. How could you ever go with a guy like Francis in that aspect against Anthony Joshua, who's fought so many world champions?
Yeah.
He beat so many of them.
Yeah.
This is a guy who went 2 times with Usyk.
Yeah.
Lost
both times. Yeah.
Lost both times, but he went 24 rounds with Usyk. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you're telling me this guy's losing to. I think he has a puncher's chance, and I feel like we all know that's the only chance Francis has in this fight.
It's funny that you compared it to the Andy Ruiz fight because we all remember how the first one ended.
Yeah, but it's not going to end that way. I meant the second run. And you know I meant that.
Yeah, the second one was maybe Anthony Joshua's best fight ever.
Nah.
Maybe. I mean, that was a fucking masterclass from what I remember.
It was a masterclass, but it was very boring. I would say it was a pretty boring fight.
That's what he needed in that moment, though, don't you think? He just needed the dub. He didn't need to do
He needed that confidence booster again.
Yeah.
After losing his first fight ever in his career against
knocked out
against a guy who's
a tortilla.
We don't even gotta go there, man.
All right.
We know what Andy Ruiz is, man. But like the point I'm making is I don't see a guy who's world class like Anthony Joshua. What is Francis Ngannou gonna do to that?
Respect.
Stylistically, we can get into that another time.
Yeah, when the fight gets closer, for sure.
Yeah, I'd have a million things to say about that, but for right now, I just think it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I want to be hype about it. I want to, but it's fucking Francis. Like, who's a fuck?
I'm excited about it because he looked really good in terms of boxing in his first boxing fight against Tyson, and this is a tough test for AJ, man. Tough.
Yeah, but let's see Wilder versus fucking Francis. That's a much better fight.
You think so?
You get 2 of the hardest hitting guys in boxing. What do you mean?
Do you ever want to see Wilder
I would love
fight
to
again
see
after his last one?
I'm just trying to pick the best stylistic matchup. Fighters make the fight. You know what I mean? The styles make the fight. So I think those two, that would be ridiculous.
It would
They'd be swinging for the fences.
But you know why?
Then after
AJ, right?
Yeah, I know why. Yeah,
why?
But it's because AJ's fighting. They're trying to stop the whole AJ versus Tyson Fury thing. They're trying to like put
or they're trying to build it up. What if they're trying to build it up even more? What if AJ like everything you're saying smashes Ngannou? What if he knocks him out in 3 rounds? What if?
That's awesome, but
and then it's like AJ. Usyk does still exist, correct? Or it sets up AJ against whoever wins that fight.
Yeah,
which is ultimately what AJ probably wants. And if AJ smashes Ngannou, right? What does that say about AJ? That like puts all the casuals' head that if Ngannou did that against Tyson and AJ did this against Fury, if he did it against Ngannou, what happens whenever AJ's so much better than them. It sets that up.
I would much rather have seen AJ fight Joe Parker again, smash Joe Parker once again, and get his fight.
Is
That the
Joe
real
Parker
fighting.
though as much of a star? Like, is that as much of a draw as an Ngannou?
I mean, not really,
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the point of all this.
but what does Ngannou have? He has no belts. He's nothing, bro.
He doesn't. He doesn't. But he has an
Joe Parker has
enormous amount
belts.
of clout, momentum. What belts? He's a former world champion, but he currently doesn't have any belts, and neither does Ngannou. So, like, if I'm AJ, I'm taking the guy who brings the numbers.
It doesn't. I don't see how a fight with Francis Ngannou gets him a fight with Titan. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't.
Come on, bro. Ngannou just fought Fury.
Yeah, but we
This
know
is like
they said
101.
it. That was like a fucking charity fight. They didn't take that shit serious. That shit was bullshit.
Yeah,
I
but
bet if Ngannou won, they wouldn't even have given him a belt. They'd be like, nah, man. It's like, you
yeah,
know
they
this was
won
fake.
though.
You
Yeah,
know
they
this
won
was
though.
fake, bro. You know this was fake.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's like it's just stupid, bro. It's like I don't know. Maybe it'll be more hype around the time it actually happens, but like right now, I'm just like this is gonna be another fight that AJ wins potentially, and it does nothing for his career.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
Fair. I don't disagree with that actually. I maybe agree. But
Because he wins. He wins. Oh yeah, this is just Francis Ngannou. He's the MMA guy. I mean,
yeah.
don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But if he loses, it looks so bad on him.
Yeah.
Lost to a guy that fights MMA. You know.
Yeah. Had one boxing fight.
Yeah, like one good boxing fight, but
yeah. Anyways, last one on the boxing scene that we can just briefly talk about. Nate Diaz, Masvidal, rumored to be held in a box.
These guys gotta stop. These guys gotta fucking stop, dude. Oh man. Oh man. What are these guys doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, are you retired or you're not? Masvidal's like, yeah, I'm never stepping in a boxing ring ever. I'm never stepping in the octagon again. And then he hears fucking
Nate Diaz coming across this table. He's like, actually, I'll come back to this one.
This is so goofy, man.
This one is, especially like after seeing Nate Diaz's first fight in boxing. It's like I don't really want to see him fight.
Do we want to see this guy fight again?
Hell no, not in boxing at least.
Dude shat the bed against Jake Paul, bro.
Yeah, that's enough on that.
And we want to see. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that again.
All right, let's transition to UFC because some fun matchups have been announced in that lightweight division. Starting with DP Dustin Poirier and Saint Denis, that Frenchman. You're wearing a French shirt right now, aren't you? Paris, let's go. Well, he's fighting DP.
He's fighting who?
Dustin Poirier.
Dustin Poirier's fighting who?
Saint Denis, Saint Denis. That
who
dude just, bro. You know who it is.
Pull him up.
It's like Benoit Saint Denis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, bro. You know who I'm talking about. The
Dustin's
God of War.
Dustin's still fighting these days?
Oof, got crazy.
No.
What do you think he
I
was?
didn't mean it that way. I didn't know. What was Dustin's last fight was against Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
That head kick. That was pretty rough.
You're trolling.
What the fuck did I say?
Bro, he's
his last
one. Bro. People get head kicked all the time and knocked out. That's like a part of the game. If you want,
I know, but that was really bad though. He was gone. I thought he was done after that. I'm not gonna lie.
What you like to the sheets?
I thought he was done.
Like hang it up.
Hang it up.
Nah, bro, he's still here. He's still competing.
I didn't know.
Benoit's been.
I'm really not
angers. He only has a few fights in the UFC, and he's been in some fun ass fights.
I gotta watch some of this guy. It's taped, man.
Have you not seen any?
I was not familiar with this game, bro.
Bro, he just head kick knocked out Matt Frivola in MSG first round.
I'm sleeping.
Bro, you remember that fight? Don't be like that.
No, but is this one of those scenarios where it's like, all right, let's feed the older guy, the young wolf, try to get him out of the UFC? Is this that kind of deal? We talk about this a lot, man. They do it to Tony Ferguson like every other fight. They're trying to get him out. They do it to Clay Guida. They're trying to get him out. I think they got Clay Guida. I think they officially got him. They got They did it to Frankie Edgar too, feeding him young wolves, and they're just knocking him out.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is one of those situations, but
It could be, or it could be like when Justin Gaethje fought Fiziev.
that doesn't even count. That doesn't even count.
What you mean? You feed the
That doesn't
young,
even remotely count.
you feed the
Nah.
veteran, the
Stop
young
it.
wolf.
Stop it. Stop it right now, man.
Why are you being biased?
Quit.
What's up?
Quit it, bro. Justin Gaethje. When is Justin Gaethje? He's been knocked out like once.
So has, I mean,
No.
how many?
Conor knocked him out pretty good.
I mean, it's been a few times, but I mean, like, it's a part of the game.
It is a part of the game, but that was a bad example.
I mean, first one that popped up in my brain, young
Nah, that's
wolf,
good.
veteran, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out for the veteran. It doesn't usually happen where the veteran stands on top.
Yeah.
Will
But
DP?
Justin hasn't been showing decline. Dustin has.
Because he got head kicked by him? Because he lost? I don't know. Don't bring that recency bias. You remember what he did to Mike Chandler.
I'm just thinking, like, man, he's been getting rocked in some fights, man. I think ever since that Dan Hooker fight, man, he's been like very wobbly feet. Very, very wobbly, sandy feet.
All right.
It hasn't been looking good for him, man. Hey, man, I'm taking Dustin regardless. I think the diamond prevails as always. I just didn't know he was fighting, so that's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, respect. I mean, yeah, he's still here. He's still the bang. I mean, he's still one of the best in the game in that top 5. So he's still reigning supreme. It definitely is one of those like young wolf, old vet sort of. I mean, DP's 34. Like, is that really? Yeah, I mean, he has been in some wars. You're not wrong. She looking? Huh?
Top 5.
What's DP's ranking? He's all top 5. He's all top 5. G. 3. So what you talking about, Willis?
They might have to update that one. Anyway,
where would you rank him?
13.
Got crazy.
Not sliding with that one.
Yeah,
I say he's top 10, but like top 5 is a little. Damn, I didn't know he was. That lightweight division's a little iffy right now. Anyway.
Yeah, a little steep. Well, if he loses this one, he'll definitely be a lot further down.
There'll be some wolves coming his way if he loses this one.
Yeah, might just be time to sell them hot sauces. But like,
speaking of wolves, Arman Shakarian, man.
Yeah, good transition. All right,
fighting Frankie Edgar.
But nah.
Arman Shakarian, man, versus
Charles Do Bronx. There's only one champion, and his name is Charles Do Bronx.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
For you to say his name. I'm excited about this fight, man. This is the only fight I'm looking forward to this entire episode that we're talking about. And it's not even a fight that's happening this weekend. I'm excited for this. Yeah. I can't wait to talk about this. I think this is going to be fight of the year. Potential fight of the year, I should say. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this is going to be an absolute fucking banger. Stamp it right now. Potential fight of the year. Who knows? I'm excited. This is one of my favorite fights that got announced recent. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. This is definitely a super violent fight on both sides. Both guys are just gonna look for finishes in all different ways, right? Both guys can get it on the feet, on the hand, with the hand.
That octagon is so bloody, bro.
You think so?
It's gonna be nasty.
What if it's just like a wrestling clinic and like?
Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
Charles like catches him in a submission or something.
Don't say that, man.
Like
don't speak it into existence.
There's so many possibilities with this fight. There's
only one,
and that's what?
Blood. Just fucking blood. Just blood, man. That's all you gotta say, man. Just blood.
Yeah. I mean, that's exciting enough. So I guess we'll end it at that.
Yeah. Good one. Good man.
All right. This weekend, Josh, we have a return of some fights. It's been a long time, man. I don't know about you. Fell asleep already?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy.
We're getting a little goofy this episode.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I
No,
think
it's the first card of the week or the first card of the
yeah.
year. You know, it's not gonna be the most steep card, but it's a good fight. I think we got some good fights on
For
here.
sure.
We got Nano Cape.
Yeah. Mateus Nicolau. I think that like there's some fights on this card that like have major title implications.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Of course, it's headlined in the light heavyweight division. Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. We seen that fight happen once a few months back. It ended in mayhem.
What did I say, man?
What did you say?
They were gonna find a way to screw this guy over again.
Who?
Magomed Ankalaev. They were gonna find. I said it like 2 pods ago. They were gonna find a way to screw this guy over again, bro.
What you mean by
how many people does this guy have to fight to get to a title, man? This man has been in the title contention for like 3 years,
right?
Since COVID.
Yeah.
But at the time, that division was getting held up by John Jones, and then he decided to dip.
And in the UFC's defense, he was in a title fight. He did result in a draw and his sole title opportunity. So it's like he had an opportunity, he just didn't seize it.
Yeah,
it's an argument that could be had. But nonetheless, if and these odds are ridiculous. I don't know if you see the line, but I am staying as far away from this as possible.
Yeah, like, don't even.
I'm going that way. I'm going that way because
lottery ticket numbers here.
I think Ankalaev is going to take this home. I think Johnny Walker has improved a lot as of recently, and like the more he fights, the more he fights, the better he looks. But like Ankalaev is really an elite, full mixed martial artist, I think. And while what you said is correct, he just hasn't like risen above, his opposition most of the time.
Yeah,
he's still elite, man.
No, he's definitely an elite fighter. But yeah, like you said, this is going to be an absolute spanking. I think. I think Magomed's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna drag him by his pampers and just spank him in that octagon on Saturday. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. It didn't look like that in the first one. It didn't.
I know, but this guy, at this point, this guy should only be in title fights.
Ankalaev? I don't know why I want to keep calling Muhammad.
I mean, it's same thing.
True.
That's insane. Yeah, it's he's gonna have his way with him, I think, bro. I think Magomed is just so much more well versed in every facet in the octagon. I don't think Johnny Walker is gonna be able to keep up. Johnny Walker is horrible with checking leg kicks, man, and Magomed loves those leg kicks, man. He's gonna fry him up in there, man. It's gonna be really bad. I can see why those odds are the way they are. It makes sense. Stay far away, unless you want a lottery ticket. It's like putting a lottery.
Yeah,
Johnny Walker to win.
I mean, he's a plus 350.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's really steep. I thought it'd be closer.
That's kind of disrespectful, low-key.
Right. Ankalaev is a minus 455. G.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's light heavyweights, man. That can't be that steep, man. The light heavyweights have a puncher's chance, man. Regardless of who it is, they got some stupid power. So you always gotta consider that factor. But I don't know if Johnny Walker I don't know. He doesn't have it in him anymore.
What you mean?
I don't think he has it in him to be an elite title contender like Magomed. I don't think he's gonna showcase that at all Saturday. I think Magomed's gonna have his way. We might even see those odds go to like plus 3,000 by like the second round. I'm be honest.
Crazy. I don't know. I think early it leans towards Walker. The further the fight gets, it definitely favors Ankalaev. Because Johnny Walker,
I don't think
he puncher's chance is one way to describe it. Dude can really stand up. He has a good stand up. If there's one part where he can like compete with Ankalaev, it's on the feet. Is he gonna stay there? I don't know.
I don't even think he's better than Ankalaev on the feet, to be honest.
You don't? I mean, he's so like you never know what to expect.
His power's gone, man. His power is gone, dude. Ever since he got knocked out, what was his name again? Chris.
Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson. Ever since he got knocked out by Corey Anderson, he just hasn't been the same, man. His power is just shot.
I don't know.
We've seen it.
You've
We've
been
seen
kind
it.
of crazy today, huh?
I'm just saying, man. His power is just not there anymore, man. It's just not there.
All right. So both of us are taking on Goliath. Clear one-sided fight there.
Yeah, I'm going Johnny Walker. I don't know what you're thinking.
350, man. Enjoy those odds. In the co-main event.
I'm an opportunist, okay?
In the co-main event, Manel Capes taking on Mateus Nicolau in a rematch. And it's crazy because Mateus won the first one by decision, of course, and yet comes into this one as the dog. Plus 205. And that could be recency bias, right? He's coming off getting knocked out. And the other guy's coming off knocking out and looking really impressive in that way. And I don't know. I find Manel Cape to be probably the most confident fighter in the world. No? You don't think so? Bro, have you heard him talk?
Let me hear some things.
Yeah, you of course remember the press conference where he was chewing your boys at City Kickboxing, where he was pointing into this
Kai Car friends.
Yeah, where he was eating Kai Kara, and then he ate up Izzy on the stage, calling them crazy things. You remember that?
He has nothing. Of course, he could talk to Izzy like that. He'd never fight him.
Nah, bro, you can't talk to Izzy.
And he'd never fight Kai.
And I know you didn't see this. He said this week in media that Kai ran from it. He was looking for the.
Where's the video? Where's the proof?
Of him saying this?
No, where's he's just talking. What is? I don't get it.
I mean, he was very adamant after his last one that he wanted Kai Kara, and he's not fighting Kai Kara.
No, I don't know.
Blaming Manel.
Sign the contract, baby.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what these guys are doing, but the most confident fighter in the world, that's a statement, man.
I think so, man. I'm a fan of it, bro. I love to hear it. I like the way he talks, even in media, where it's just clearly the winner of Amir Albazi and Brandon Moreno is next for the belt. It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
He was talking about no matter who wins, I'm the real champion. I'm the one who's next. This is what he's saying verbatim in the media this week.
Sounded like somebody we know.
Who?
In the welterweight division. Talking with no belt.
Right,
talking with no belt. Right. All that talk with no belt.
Whatever, bro. Anyways.
Who am I talking about?
Anyways.
Let the people know who I'm talking about.
Manel Cape, Mateus Nicolau. Who you got?
No belt.
Who you got?
I got Manel Cape. I think it's obvious. I got him. I think he wins this one. I think it's pretty even. I feel like, but I'm gonna edge it towards Manel. I think he's gonna come in very different this fight. We're gonna see a new reformed version of him, and he's looked good, man. He's looked good in his previous fights. Like I said, like we talked about, he looks very sharp. He looks very different. I feel like he looks very different from his last fight with him. I don't think this is going to go to a decision. I don't think so. I think Manel's going to win. Can you just name the guy? Can you name the guy?
No.
Why?
Wonder Boy? Who are you talking about? I don't even know.
I was talking about Colby Covington.
Yeah.
No belt.
No
talking
belt.
all that shit. Who do you think I was talking about, man?
No belt, man. No belt.
Let the people know who you think I was talking about.
Colby. I knew it, man. All right. Anybody else on this card that you're excited to watch fight, man?
Not quite, man. Not quite.
No, there's some names on here. Did you take a peek? We got a little Farad Bashrad down there in the prelims. You know, a really undefeated prospect up on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Marcus McGee made some noise in all his UFC outings so far.
For a second, I thought about the dude that was in PFL. AJ McGee, that's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Is he in the PFL now? Is that where he went?
Yeah, I mean, everybody from Bellator went to PFL, except for Venom Page.
Poor guys.
Kevin Holland.
When is that fight happening? Is that next? That's the next main event, right?
What?
Like the next pay-per-view? Holland and MVP?
It's a good question. I think it's in Miami. I think that's $299. That's that Cheeto and
No, that's got to be 300, right?
Nah, no way. Yeah, $299.
I swear they had. I think they had it on 200, or they had it on 300, and they pushed them down.
Possibly
300 was stacked.
Possibly 300 seems stacked. We're awaiting news, which I wish we could have broke on the pod and talked about, but doesn't seem likely. Doesn't seem like the UFC want to give us any juice.
Well, I mean, Calvin Kattar's fighting Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah,
that's pretty huge.
Oh boy.
And then that's the card with Charles and Arman. Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be pretty. Just like, oh my god, this card is insane.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah,
we'll
lot of
fun
fights
we'll get
on
to
the
that.
horizon.
We'll get to it.
Hell yeah. All right. My boy, Josh, appreciate the time, bro. Listeners, if you made it to this point of the pod, we greatly appreciate your support. Please subscribe, rate us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify, wherever you're listening, and follow us on Instagram at the HB Pod, and we'll see you in a few days.
Peace.